Welcome to a demo of our prototype service for managing planning performance agreements. First, we'll look at the simple application portal for applicants or agents who want to request a PPA. After adding their details, they can add any team members who need to be kept up to date on PPA activities. They can then add details of the site using a digital map and give an overview of their proposal and the support they'd like from the local authority. The site address will generate constraints data, which will be used to populate the suggested services. The applicant can then select standard services or add a note if there are particular things they'd like to discuss at an inception meeting. Using this information, the system will generate an estimated fee with a clear breakdown of services. They can then book in a slot for their first discussion with the planning officer. We'll now look at the dashboard where a planning officer receives that request. Here, the officer can see PPA requests that come in as well as any other PPAs they're working on. They can view site details and constraints, and when they're ready, they can start building a PPA within the system. This allows the officer to put together a realistic service package that meets the needs of the applicant and the council's resources. They can add standard clauses or create custom clauses as needed, and then send the PPA digitally to the applicant or their agent and their team, who can suggest changes or sign off, all within the system. Next, we're going to have a look at the applicant portal. So once a PPA has been started, the applicant will be able to open a portal where they can see what's happening. Applicants and agents told us they wanted visibility over what's happening and what's coming up. They can also respond to requests from the officer within the system, avoiding lots of emails back and forth. They can send documents and send updated documents when requested. They can see everything they've submitted, what needs to be revised, and keep a transparent record of all requests and communication with the officer. The PPA team details are also shared here and can be updated or amended in the portal. They can also track spend so far and get more clarity on what services cost. And finally, they can view a summary of any consultee responses that are significant to the PPA. Another key feature that both officers and applicants wanted was a visual timeline of the PPA. They want to see what's coming up so that both parties can be prepared and avoid any delays or impact on determination date. Officers can update events so that it's clear which people are needed at key meetings and what documents need to be submitted or reviewed in advance. They can add notes and actions and other details of each meeting or event. This feature is all about transparency and avoiding risk and delay when deadlines are not met. We also included a horizontal view of this timeline just as part of the prototyping process.